Well, when it comes to Epic Universe, I'm very excited about it. I know a lot of people out there are very excited about this theme park, and we're eagerly awaiting an opening date of when we can anticipate being able to go to this brand new park. But one of the things that isn't often talked about is really the impact of what's going to be around Epic Universe. As if you've ever been to where Epic Universe is being built, it is very much a residential area. You have apartment complexes nearby, you have a Chick-fil-A nearby, a gas station. It's not a huge area. So there is an impact on the community side of things that they're going to have to figure out on that end. And there's obviously some road work going on to help deal with the anticipated influx of people that will be coming in for Epic Universe. So Attractions Magazine actually has an article talking about this. So I thought this would be a good article to read through, give some comments on this other aspect of impact of Epic Universe that a lot of people really haven't been talking about. So we're going to go through this and give some thoughts. So hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic. And again, this is from Attractions Magazine. And the headline is How Epic Universe Construction Will Impact Housing, Roads, SunRail, as Universal lays out a vision for community impact. Says Epic Universe construction will extend beyond the park itself, as Universal Orlando recently shared during a Chamber of Commerce meeting. It says on August 8th, Attractions Magazine was among a select group of media invited to attend the monthly International Drive Resort Area Chamber of Commerce luncheon at Lowe's Sapphire Falls. I love Sapphire Falls. Featuring a presentation from Universal Orlando on the upcoming Epic Universe theme park construction. Although no new details about the anticipated attractions were unveiled that hadn't already been disclosed in previous announcements, we did learn some intriguing insights about the resort's expansion from Universal executives to share with you. Following an introduction by iDrive Chamber President and CEO Maria Triscar, Universal Senior Vice President of External Affairs John McReynolds took the stage to share Universal's optimistic vision for iDrive's future and explain some of the steps his company is taking to address infrastructure and transportation issues within the region. We are in a moment of time, said McReynolds. It really is a moment in time on International Drive, just like our forefathers did on iDrive. I don't know why that made me funny. It made me laugh saying forefathers, but the Harris Rosens of the world and the Jim Harrises, all the folks that literally led the way. We're about to go through another revolution in time on iDrive. I'm going to call it an evolution. So they go on about Universal's affordable housing, as Universal partnered between Windover Housing Partners and Universal Housing for the Catchlight Crossings Affordable Housing Project, which begins vertical construction later in 2024. Universal donated 20 acres of land to be into perpetuity into a nonprofit corporation. He says, why is that? Because it says we have a stake in what is the future of our community looks like. Make this a place we're all proud to work and play. The one that's more pertinent to Epic Universe, Kirkman Road extension construction near Epic Universe. As part of Epic Universe construction, Universal is extending Kirkman Road between Universal's original campus and Epic Universe. McReynolds said that the expansion to 6 regular lanes and 2 dedicated transit lanes will help the convention center, will help us, and will help all of iDrive. But he also revealed it wasn't Universal's only option. While people didn't know at the time, and I never really said publicly, is Universal who built the Universal Boulevard expansion 20 years ago when we did the original convention center expansion deal. We could have run every single one of our Epic Universe buses right down Universal Boulevard. We had the right to do it, but it was not the right thing to do for our community. And here's some images. This is current construction on that extension. There's like a circle. So this is all traffic to help flow in around for it to handle the crowds really coming in for Epic Universe. So, and you can see here in this picture, I mean, you got the interchange here. Epic Universe is right here. And then you're going to have parking and stuff that shoots off that. Instead, according to McReynolds, Universal said, we're stepping up to solve our community's issues, and Orange County came to the table to partner with us as an equal partner. Because of that, we're going to have a world-class thoroughfare operating, a new critical junction, a critical spine to augment not only iDrive and Universal Boulevard, but now Kirkman. Finally, he emphasized that the Kirkman Road extension will be open in 2025. Make no mistake. And really the thing when it comes to Epic Universe opening is whenever Kirkman Road extension is going to be completed. So when in 2025 is that going to be completed? Because as much as the park, it looks like, there's rumors of a land or so being behind. Whether or not they're behind or ahead, it really wouldn't matter until the Kirkman Road extension is done, because they wouldn't be able to handle the traffic coming in the current setup. It's hard to see in these pictures, but the area around Epic Universe, again, it's like 2-lane roads. I mean, you got 2 lanes this way, you like 4-lane roads, 2 lanes this way, 2 lanes that way. Again, you've just got like shopping and apartment. There's an apartment complex sitting literally right outside of Epic Universe, a gas station, Chick-fil-A, like just normal stuff you would see in a town, but not something you would think is going to be able to handle this giant new theme park that's going to have millions of people coming into it. So all of that extra infrastructure is going to be really important on when they're going to be open that park. The SunRail expansion. McReynolds also spoke enthusiastically for the expansion of SunRail, calling it how we are truly going to become a full-time mobile community like other major communities in this country and around the world. Universal is supporting efforts to extend the train to its property and beyond through the Sunshine Corridor program, a partnership between Universal and the Central Florida Commuter Rail Commission, as well as the Orlando Light Rail Coalition, and has pledged $125 million in capital for the cause. McReynolds cited estimates of 125,000 employees between iDrive and the airport who could potentially take advantage of the service, and said Universal would backstop a ridership guarantee because we know our workers are going to ride that. We know our tourists are going to ride that. We will back that effort. We have a moment in time to fix SunRail to the point where it becomes something that we can all be proud of and do something very special for our workers. The SunRail station is going to be something that a lot of people I don't think quite understand how important and how big that is going to be, because near Epic Universe, you do have the convention center, which is obviously another point of interest for people coming into Orlando. I think it's the second largest convention center city in the world behind Vegas, or at least it used to be. I know it's way up there. So the SunRail station is going to come from the airport and Miami to basically have a stop near Epic Universe, to where it almost work as Disney's Magical Express. So this is going to take people from the airport in like Miami directly into Epic Universe on Universal property. That's a big deal. That's something that's very convenient. It's kind of cool. And I think it's going to be something that they're going to be able to boast, especially over Disney, because at one point it was rumored that the SunRail station, they were going to put one in near Disney Springs, but Disney was going to help pay for it. Universal stepped up and said, we will, and this is why they got to stop here and not at Disney Springs. Rail station on Universal property near Epic Universe. He says, perhaps most interestingly, McReynolds shed a little more light on reports that the community development district surrounding Epic Universe has expanded, which had prompted rumors of a theme park expansion. He seems that the expansion of the Shingle Creek CCD was at least in part to accommodate a hoped-for rail station. We did a great deal with our friends at Hilton so we could put more acreage into that district so we can build that station on our site, rather than what was originally planned for a multi-model station directly on convention center land. McReynolds explained, by pulling the station back a little bit onto the land we have controlled, you then ultimately can make the turn into I-4 and ultimately get down to our friends at Disney and beyond. Without pulling it back, you were never getting around that turn. Okay. Next steps in economic impact of Epic Universe. The next step in the project, McReynolds said, is for all parties involved to visit the Federal Transit Administration, blah, blah, blah. Finally, McReynolds harkened back to the huge impact on Orlando's market Universal made with the investment in the original Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and predicted even bigger things for Epic Universe. At the depth of COVID, Brian Roberts said, he's the CEO of Comcast, let's restart, let's get it going, McReynolds said of the new park's paused development. It was a huge bet in the middle of a downturn and worldwide pandemic, but Brian Roberts said, I believe in the market and I believe in all of you in Florida. In terms of tax dollars and cents, McReynolds said that the Epic Universe will bring tens of millions of dollars annually to the Orange County coffers to do other good in the community. The 3 hotels alone, we estimate, will be north of $7 million annually in additional tourist development tax money. When we are talking about a figure like that, you're nearly $100 million in additional revenue and additional investments that the tourism folks are going to be bringing to this community to do other things. And then Universal says, Epic Universe represents everything we've learned to do well. After a recap of recent Universal Orlando editions, Epic Universe General Manager Jeff Polk took the podium to narrate a previously published fly-through videos and concept art of the park's anticipated attractions. It says, we are, I would say, putting everything we've learned to do well in one place at one time, said Polk. We have tried to make sure that what everybody's going to experience next year just completely blows you away. I can promise you, just from my time being out on the site, which I go out there very frequently and look at things as they're coming out of the ground, and after having looked at drawings and looked at pictures of it all myself, I still can't believe what we're building. Every day I walk out through something more amazing. Polk promises that the real thing is better than the renderings. It's better than the model. While Jeff boasted that he's already survived a flight on the Disney Dragon Racers Rally and How to Train Your Dragon Isla Burke, he also says the park will deliver for the thrill adverse. We have been listening to our fans, and our fans tell us time and time again that they want more immersion. They want more of the story to go around them while they're visiting with us. That's what Epic Universe is really about. I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking in this. It is interesting when you're talking about the SunRail station and just, they are acknowledging like they're working on the impact in this area. Because again, I do have questions about how this is going to look once Epic Universe is open around that area. It seems like it is going to just be almost pandemonium down there. So I'm very curious on that. Because again, the first time I heard where it was going to be built and drove down there, and we've driven down there many times, you drive around there and you just realize real quickly it's not like driving around up, when you're near Universal Studios itself, like the parking garage there. Like it's a lot more, as of right now, low traffic, but obviously that is going to change. So you've got all the issues with like Kirkman Road they've got to get resolved and things like that. So it's an interesting take into not just, obviously we want to know when Epic Universe is going to open, but obviously there's other things surrounding it. I do think the SunRail station is going to be a pretty big deal, and that's something that Universal is going to be benefiting from for years to come. But I think it was interesting to just look at in terms of the community impact. They're acknowledging that, and obviously Universal is working with Orange County because obviously Orange County is going to make a lot of money off the fact that Epic Universe is going to be here. So we're working hand in hand on this. But yeah, I'm very curious on a timeline of the Kirkman Road aspect of things. I know they made a lot of progress on some of the overpasses there. That the previous overpass was already destructed, and they've got the new one up. And then something they didn't say on here is that in this area, Universal is going to have dedicated bus lanes for Epic or for Universal Studios bus lines to take guests around. So I think there's going to be a lot of a perk of being on Universal property, being able to take the buses in and out because. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how much I'm gonna want to drive around Epic Universe. I mean, I'm sure we probably will because we're semi-locals around here. But I feel like that could be quite the undertaking. Staying on property and letting the buses drive you around could be quite the perk. But in terms of community impact, I thought this was interesting to look at. Nothing that was mind blowing or groundbreaking, but it is interesting to see that they're talking about this more and more, especially with the city officials and getting everybody, ready for this park opens. But that is going to be it though for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And then in the comments, just let us know what you think about all of this. And until next time, we will see you in the parks.